Uh, we live. See who turns up, eh? Hey, Christian?
What?
See who turns up. Just waiting. Two people watching. What's up, boys? Watching. What's up, boys? What's going on, York and AK? How you guys going? How am I doing? I'm alright. It's like 10 in the morning, so, you know. Just see it if anyone wants to jump on Discord, talk about Wano in the future. How's it sound? Sound alright? Sounds good? Alright. Probably not do that. There's the links. No, jump in, jump in. Under the light of the sun over here. Nice and bright. Henry, Shanks is not a snitch. You're a snitch. I'm gonna fuck you up tonight. Chapter should be out tonight. Probably in about, I don't know, 5-6 hours, maybe more. Just doing stuff. Predictions, I don't know, man. I'm hoping the Reverie starts. That's all I'm gonna say. You probably might, I don't know. I'm just dropping bombshells, so we'll see where that goes. Anything can happen. That's the thing. What's up, man? Lost anime. How you doing? Hi, OG. If anyone wants to jump in, they can. I don't mind. Just make sure your mic isn't complete garbage. You caught up? That must have been a long, long undertaking. What's Christian doing? Just fuck around. You played Fortnite or what? Just on PC? Just not. Carter's Katakuri is dead. It's looking more likely as time goes on. We'll see if that pans out if we ever find out. But it's a nice fan theory. Hang on, I'll look it up. Come on. Yep. Break next week. Not surprised, AK. Odie's been gone for a long time. I was expecting a break a while ago, so not too much of a surprise from that. What are you gonna do, Christian? Continue volumes? Or pick an arc? What do you want to do for the break? I don't know. What time is it? 10 a.m. How many chapters are left? The editors say 10, so I'm going to say 20. I was expecting Reverie to be like, I don't know, 10, 12 chapters long, but Oda's dropping bombshells and the Reverie hasn't started yet, so the sit down might actually not be like the best part of the arc, which is interesting. Probably gonna stream for like, I don't know, an hour or so, just to catch up with the boys. Do you consider Dragon to be a pirate or just revolutionary? Dragon is defined as a revolutionary, um, but he kind of acts like a pirate. He talks about freedom. Luffy talks about freedom. Being a pirate's about freedom, but some pirates are evil, some pirates are good. So, top 5 One Piece girls. Yeah, I know King's gonna do a stream. I think he's doing top 10. So you guys watching E3? Seeing anything good? So chapter 908 coming out tonight. Official on Tuesday morning. Make sure you read the official. Do I read the spoilers? Sometimes they're unavoidable. So How do you think Ekano, even the CP0, would react if they saw the God King Shanks in the Gorosei? Um, I don't think Sakazuki would react kindly to Shanks being there. Um, but then again, they all kind of have to respect his strength and him as a character, so they really can't do much about it. Just think about where we are in like the story where the Emperors of the Sea are now becoming like actual characters we're interacting with. It's come so far. It's crazy to think about. I think that's why Oda's building new mysteries. Always gonna have mysteries in the story. Definitely. Gotta keep it fresh. You lose the mystery, you lose the fun. Two mysterious characters introduced in the last few weeks. We've got the man in the robe with the crown, looking at the straw hat, and we've got the captain of rocks, or rocks in general. I don't know, but wouldn't be surprised if more characters become revealed in mysterious ways, so we can talk about it. Um, I don't know. I feel like if we live stream the chapter, there's kind of really no point because everyone else is doing it. So I see the possibility Fujitora will capture Luffy at the end of Wano. Uh, it's possible. I don't like. This is the thing with Wano and like the future. It's kind of unclear now because a lot of major players look like they're going to be in Wano. So they might enact the final war or be the final war. We don't know. Would Oda introduce us to Monkey D. Kong if it was to display his strength? Um, don't know if he's a Monkey D, but could be. What, the father of Garp, the great grandfather, maybe. Zoro will lose. Zoro will lose his sword. Maybe they might. This is the thing. I'm pretty sure his character arc is going to be gaining the respect of the samurai in the country, and they'll probably give him the sword as a treasure to show their respect for him. Because I can't think of much else Zoro's arc's going to be in Wano apart from like fighting characters, but I think that's going to be his kind of struggle in Wano. Still waiting to see Zoro. That's the thing. It's been a while. I thought we were going to get an update before we went to the Reverie, but we're just keeping his cards close to his chest. Doesn't want to show Wano too early. I don't know. Swords. Will they become important again? Perhaps. Seems like swords have become less important because you can coat them in haki. So you don't really need like a legendary swords. But he might get it. I'm convinced he's gonna get a new curse sword. Replace his older one with a new higher grade curse sword. But again, there's not really much point in changing swords unless they have like special effects or tempered in a certain way to do certain things. But yeah. I mean, if you got Haki on the swords, there's not much point. Ew. So, what are you guys looking forward to in this week? What do you think about the mysterious guy who appeared with the bounties? Personally, I think he has to be the supreme Terabito and not a woman. Yeah, Christian, well, me specifically, and Christian agrees with the sentiment that there is a king of kings, and we've been saying it for a while that he's probably the king of kings. Um, doesn't really make sense for there to be a democracy of gods that kind of think they control everything. Like, why bring up the seat in general if there's not going to be some kind of complication with it? There's an argument that like it builds law, but I don't know. I feel like there was too much time spent on it to be just a seat that won't be touched upon again. I think I said in the previous episode of the podcast that maybe Stacy's going to try and sit on it, or something's going to happen to it. So something might happen this week. The mysterious man in the hood. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the community wants more female characters, but I don't know. Luffy sitting on the throne eventually has. Luffy's not about control of the world; he's about freedom. So I don't think so. Dragon, I don't see either. I feel like the throne would be destroyed. I don't think anyone's going to sit on it that is new. Uh, it's curious because those clothes remind me of a typical Spanish queen, clothes between the modern era of history, but no. Finally, I think he's a guy, but not a special one. A special pirate. Um, he has a massive crown, a comically large and long crown. So I think he's a king. I'm gonna stick with the King of Kings theory. Um, he has some kind of access to ancient knowledge and history, so he's gonna have some importance and relevance to the story. That's the thing. It's like Oda's put these characters in for a reason, and he'll reveal them sooner or later. Just depends on what he wants to do with them. Give me a second, guys. Will Garp get fight? Um, we might see Garp flashbacks. Garp, I don't know. Depends what his role is in the final war. That's all I'm gonna say on it because like he's not in Mojo, so he probably is not gonna do much in the Reverie. If Oda wanted him to do something, he'd be there, unless there's like he deals with Revolutionary Army forces on the port of the dock. So, you know, that's the thing. He's not going to do anything in the palace, but he might do something on the dock, along with all the other animals. There's a bunch of characters there for a reason. Uh, for them to do something or not get involved in something. That's the way you got to think about it. Walk one. What's going on? We're just sitting here talking. People want to jump into the Discord and chat. It's fine. Just gonna keep it light. I'll put the link in again. I don't know if Garp has a emotional attachment to Zerbo as well. We know we met him. He knows that he's Luffy's friend. There might be a connection there that we haven't seen. I believe the Logan Legend is the captain of the pirate crew. Yep. 40 years. A Monkey D? Maybe? I just think I don't know. For one person, one captain to wrangle in a young Big Mum, which we know she has um issues with listening to authorities, and Kaido, he's gonna have to have some kind of immense personality and strength. Doesn't necessarily have to be the strongest character, but it could be a great leader. But this is shonen, so he's probably immensely powerful as well. So, and if it is the Lurking Legend going to show up in Wano and he's the villain, maybe because Oda did say that a Lurking Legend will come and face the Straw Hats. So it looks like everyone's going to be in Wano. Like we say every week, Wano will be 10,000 chapters long. This is the thing. We know the warlord system's flawed and no good. That's why Fujitora wants to get rid of it. I mean, a powerful pirate's a powerful pirate, and he was needed in Great Wars. That's what they're used for. They're basically used as like a symbol of the world government and wars, just for military power. So it's not like Sengoku had like I don't know. Sengoku had the idea that he was going to control Doflamingo. I think he kind of knew that the man was uncontrollable. Um, there's also something else about Crozet Law. Law should have been like, you little shit. What did you? You did nothing. I don't know. What could have Law done? You know, just a child. Sengoku knows that. I don't know. Sengoku's character has changed, interestingly enough, since he lost his fleet admiral position. It's kind of like chilled out a little bit, which is good to see. Kabitsu Nell turning up. I don't know where it's has anything's possible, but I'm gonna stay firm on that. He will be useful in the space arc when we go there. Christian dramatic pause with how strong is Shanks. Yep, it's from episode 0 and will be there for all time. An Alchemy Torpedo. Maybe. I don't know if we've seen any Sky Pins be Celestial Dragons, but it's possible. He does have a god complex, but that's probably because he's in Skypiea. I don't know. I feel like his character's gonna get fleshed out when we see him again because we don't really know much about him. It's kind of like a one note villain. which is, I guess, why people like him. I'm just enjoying at the moment, like for fleshing out the systems of the world and how they work, which is good to see. It's been a mystery for a long time. The more you thought about it, the more it didn't really make sense. But now Oda's kind of building upon what's there and making it make sense, which is good. Maybe Noel has important info about how shit he's read in the robot army. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I guess a robot would have taught him how to read the stuff, which is alright. What if Shanks is speaking of a Nell? Um, Shanks could literally be talking about anyone. I don't know if Nell sees himself as a pirate. Um, but yeah, the way the structure of the chapter set up, he's talking about either the secret rocks man or Luffy. Um, that's what Oda's trying to lead us to believe. So we'll see how that turns out. The chances of actually seeing this speech is very low because we know how Oda does things. That's the thing. At this point, you gotta just reflect on how like Oda writes his stories. As soon as he answers a question, he puts two more in its place, which is the fun part. Never stops his audience guessing and theorizing on how the world works and what's happening, which is good. Like Christian said in the Godcast, do you believe that Wano is the big war? Um, how likely is it that Big Mom will be there as well? I think Big Mom's turning up. Oda said pretty much that she's turning up, so I don't know why he'd suggest the situation and not make it happen. He wants to top Marineford, and two Emperors is a way to top it. Uh, what were your predictions of Vegapunk? We'll see him soon. Um, Vegapunk. I'm still of the mind that he's a revolutionary and that he's gonna like switch the pacifistas and Kuma um against the celestial dragons when it's time. What is he doing? I don't know. What's his role in the story compared to the Straw Hats? Will he help Frankie out? Will he give us lore? I don't know what his role is. Will we see him soon? Probably. We know Smoke and Toshigi going to him, so it's a chance. So many characters that we need to still see and do. That's why I'm not convinced that Wano is the final war. But it's going to definitely be a big event, bigger than what we thought. I think, especially because Big Mom's turning up again, which is interesting. We just left her, so maybe Oda might right the wrongs of Smoothie. Because in the last SBS, he did mention that. Brandon, you here? Jump into the Discord, my friend. You asked, and I delivered the stream. Wano country. Many things will happen. See ya. Lost Anime Productions. Peace. Krisha wants to do a call-in segment. I don't know the mechanical aspects of how that would work, but we'll try and figure it out. Put our heads together and figure something out. It's probably gonna have to be live, but bad for American viewers, good for Australian and other way around the world. Probably gonna have around 10 p.m. Not 10, 7, 8 p.m. at night um, on a Tuesday. Don't know how many callers will get in. Probably, well, I don't really want too many because then the podcast would never end. But trying to grow the channel, trying to see what you guys want. So how you go, Braden? You made the stream, my man. Yeah, I can hear. I don't know how it sounds on the stream, but I think it'll be the way it was last time. hmm I'm doing all right, man. Just chilling out, seeing what's going on. People want to jump in. Discord's super low. Let me see what I can do about that. Just keep talking. Cool. Yeah. So voice too low for him. Always tech issues here. I tell you what. I can't hear the stream, so they'll react when it's fixed. I put you up on the board. We'll see if that fixes it. It's worse. It's worse. Yeah. How about that? Okay. Um. Let me see what's up. Yeah, I think Discord's coming through. Discord's not coming through the speakers. Classic. Input device. Um. This is not good. Well, it should be playing through the board, but maybe they can hear now. I'll put the audio up on the output. I don't know. From my headphones, but not the Discord itself. Dicks. Yeah. Fucking worked last time, man. Just pain in the ass. Yeah. Maybe we'll go into the other channel. See if that fixes it. It just worked last time, did it? I moved us down here. Can't hear shit, man. Can't hear him? Fuck. Tech issues all the time. Fun times. It's no good. Yeah, man. I guess we just kind of do it on the chat if no one can hear you. That's alright. Cheers. A little better, yeah. It's a little better because I was close to the headphone. I'm gonna have to check that out um off stream because it'd be easy if I did it through XSplit, but either the group my computer's too shit to do it, or the stream my internet's not good enough to do it. So I guess it's just how it is. So Brandon, questions. Wano. Probably gonna go for another 20, 25 minutes, half an hour. If I can't get the voice working. General ones, I don't whatever man, whatever you want to talk about. Don't really mind. Ask you questions. It's good to know things don't work so when more people come in, we can have it working. Do we see two emeralds? Two emeralds in Wano? Well, Kazura wants to go, and I imagine Oda wants to show off Green Bull, so I think so. Don't know why he'd introduce a new emerald not to use him, similar to Fujitora and Dressrosa. Has Big Mom ever been in a fight, considering she's was pregnant all her life? Does that matter to Big Mom? I don't know. She's a beast. I imagine when she was how old Katakuri? When she was 20, she had Katakuri. So before that, she must have gone into a fair few fights. Do I think admirals will be in Wano Kuni? Probably. I imagine there'll be military force from the navy because I would have mentioned it. And again, Sakasuki's like, nah, man, we're not going. But it's hard to say because they want to stop Big Mom and Kaido from doing anything. So I imagine that would be an event they'd want to be at. But Sakazuki doesn't want to get himself involved now. He might after the reverie when the reverie's over. First child Spurs, bro. That's true. So what? How old's Spurs, bro? Slightly older, a year or two. So 18. Did I spoil myself this time? Maybe. I know a few things, not a lot though. Really got to stop seeing them spoilers because it's no good. Has it gone at main? Spoilers are an issue, man. The whole scans are an issue, but I don't know how you're gonna fix it. Yeah, I am too, Brandon. I want that reverie to actually start for all the kingdoms to sit down and then for them to talk about things. That was the point of the reverie. Otis turned it into something better, in my opinion. Why are the scans an issue? I don't know. There's no set time. People get spoiled. Sometimes the translations are off. I mean, all you have to do is wait a week, and then you get the chapter on Tuesday or Wednesday. So technically earlier. You just have to wait a week if they went away. I don't know. So I might have witnessed the Celestial Dragon saying Big Mom, seen saving the Big Mermaid, though on that plan might have changed. Maybe. Revolutionaries, where are they? They're there. Must be close in the proximity, making plans. Well, this is blocked in Germany. Yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking sucks. I wish I'd get their shit together. That's why the scans are so prevalent, because fucking Viz sucks. That's their problem. Notice 19 swords around the throne. Possibly featuring Cobra's death. Maybe, Brandon.
Cobra, no,
Because Don Quixote's got kicked.
never rose to Merijar.
Okay, so what? There's 19 kingdoms in general that went to Merijar, but 20 ancient kingdoms there were, right? I don't know. So yeah, there's one rogue kingdom that didn't go to Merijar, so I think that's why there's 19 swords, but there could be 20 there. Yeah. That's the thing about Viz Media and Shonen Jump. Like, if they just got their shit together, it'd be more prevalent. But can't get it in German. I imagine other countries can't get it. What is it? Only in English and Japanese?
No,
What's it in?
you get it in Spanish.
Isn't it fucked up that the character is sick? We instantly think he's gonna die. Instead of wishing him well, Cobra. Yeah, that's the thing. Basil, there's a lot of bloodthirst in the community at the moment. I'm not sure why. People want Jinbei to die to have a more impactful storyline, but my kind of thing is if you expect him to die, does it matter? Like, death only matters if you don't expect it. If you expect him to die, like, how does that make a better story when like you wanted him to die and then he dies and then he's not in the story anymore? We know the Straw Hat crew is going to be fine, so unless Oda pulls the trigger and kills fucking Usopp or something, that would be massive and have an effect on the community, definitely. But children's book, shonen, I don't think so. The meeting starts right now. It's super weird considering that just happened to Shirahoshi. Um, yes, but we have a celestial dragon on our side now, so I imagine he'll protect uh, the Fishman Kingdom. Maybe calm down the situation as well. So I don't know. Charles has always been like Charles is Charles. So that's the thing. It's kind of. I want to see Oda expand on his political um, commentary, as it were. There seems to be a hierarchy. Again, I think there is one king of the Celestial Dragons that's kind of secret. That's probably what Doflamingo's massive like secret is. Um, but in terms of hierarchy in the Celestial Dragons, I think they're all equal and can't be. Um, there's no repercussions to gods, so gods can do what they like to each other, and no one can discipline them because they're the highest authority. So if they kill each other, no one's being criminalized because there's no rules attached to them. I think Dofi's secret that he has over the Celestial Dragons is that there is one true king, and that the true king is a secret to the world, and that will cause mass hysteria in the kingdoms. But yeah, I don't know. Because Brandon, if you remember, our theory is that the guy with the straw hat and the wanted posters is the king of kings, the one king for the entire system. We know it's a treasure. Um, yeah, but that might be some kind of like the king has this treasure which makes him king or something. I don't know. It's hard to say what Doflamingo's secret is that makes sense. Because if it's a hat, what does the hat mean? Can that be linked to other things? Um, yeah. Did I read the spoilers? A little bit, not all of them. I'm not gonna say here so people don't get spoiled. So don't, you know, don't spoil it for the people. Yeah, and the national treasure. Well, what does the national treasure give the individual? Does it give him King of Kings status? Maybe. I don't know. What it's kind of hard to like give an item in One Piece power other than like devil fruits. It had to be explained. It's at least as hype as last week. Good. How did we come up with the King of Kings? Um, it must have
Yeah.
been what? It must have been I don't know what 4 or 5 weeks ago, Christian. When I kept on saying it. I
Well,
don't. I don't.
it was the hat thing, pretty much.
It was a hard thing, but I've been saying it for a while. I just don't see the world running with one guy with 20 people.
Well, we saw the guy with the crown. He was in shadow. Seemed like he knew everything.
Yeah, seemed like he had secret access to things.
We were saying things like maybe it's a secret Illuminati king. Like
Yeah,
no one knows that this king exists, but he is the king. So that's why the world government thinks they have power,
yeah,
but it's actually this guy who controls like the
yeah.
Gorosei and shit.
The reason why, and like also having 20 kingdoms try and rule the world doesn't make sense if they all have equal power and
Yeah,
like no one
like
elects
even
them.
even last week we weren't buying that.
Yeah, we weren't
We
buying.
weren't buying
We
that
weren't buying
like
it.
no one would sit on that throne
Throne.
and that like the Gorosei are the top because it seems like Sakazuki's always like you always bowing down to someone.
Yeah,
So it seems like there's someone higher than them. So there's heaps of things that you can draw from what we've already seen to conclude that.
yeah,
So
yeah. And you know how Oda always wants to build mystery into things and having secret characters and intrigue and shit. So yeah, we're not buying it that there's 20 kingdoms because we haven't even met like the heads of the families. Like we don't know who these people are. Yeah, I think they had one king, which would make sense because they leave it empty to symbolize peace. Uh, yeah, I think we think that's just a sham, a token of like the world nobles to try and like not create in a war between who wants to take the throne, who doesn't want to take the throne, and create the illusion of that there's world peace, but not because we know the chest symbolizes peace, but we know there's not world peace, and the celestial dragons have gross power, so it's not like the world government is like dealing with power in a responsible manner. It's been empty for 800 years. There has been plenty of bloodshed, yeah, during that time. So yeah, the chest symbolizes peace, but we know there's not peace, and we know that the government wields power irresponsibly. So I don't think we should believe that the chair is, or that there's not one, that there's like a shared power between the nations, because it seems a bit much to us. But could be wrong. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of yeah. That's the thing. When you think about stories and cliches and how stories work, I'm not really buying it, but we'll see. If it is 20 kingdoms and there's no one on the chair, it's kind of boring that there's no one on the chair. It's kind of like why'd you say it just to like build lore? And why have that hidden figure have a massive crown? There's no real need. Like the Terabito don't wear crowns. Right? He's wearing a crown. Does Dragon know Shanks is there? And yes or no to that could make drastic changes to Dragon's plans. Um Shanks is in a cloak, which means he doesn't want people to know he's there. So I doubt unless like Shanks has connections with the Revolutionary Army, which is possible. He seems like he has connections with everyone. So, but he's not there to talk about the Rev. He's there to talk about a pirate. It's possible. I just like we don't know that Dragon's there. We only know that Zabo, Moray, Karasu, maybe Lindbergh are there. It's like, did Dragon let Zabo go so Zabo can declare war? I don't know. Dragon's probably there though. When you put it that way, considering who's there wearing a cloak, just a cloak would make him stand out even more. Yeah, real black. Seems like he absorbs all light. No dragon is there. They said. Yeah, I know the winds are blowing strongly. It's just a thing to throw out there. Dragon might not be there, and it's gonna let Zabo do it, and he's doing something else somewhere else. We haven't seen him yet. I imagine. I'm pretty sure he's there. It's not like I'm saying I'm not there. It's pretty safe to say he has a win low gear. Shanks did stop Kaido from going to Whitebeard. If Kaido showed up at Marineford, it might have been worse for the world government. I'd say it definitely would have been worse for the world government. They'd have to deal with two emperors, which is no good. I wouldn't say barely, but they won. They won. The world government won against one emperor. I don't think they'd win against two, and especially a fresh emperor that's not sick and dying. So Shanks is a spy. Um, I'm gonna say Shanks is like a merchant of peace. He wants to keep peace in the world. He doesn't want conflict to start. So he warns people, and then they don't listen, and he shows up to fix it. Because you'd imagine he knows what the One Piece is and how to do it, and he knows the world history. And he's well respected in the world by everyone. So evil Shag Cirrus are creaming their jeans at the last chapter law. Brandon, did you see Christian's massive rant on the topic? It lasted 10 minutes. It's like they throw out everything we've seen Shanks do in the story and just point out that he's at the world government. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like they remove all context from the story. I mean, Christian said, and like if it's true that he is evil, it's kind of like a cheap shot from Oda because he's gone out of his way, really, to make us love Shanks. Because they were born last chapter, no one thought he was evil before. There was a lot of people that thought Shanks was evil because they think it would be a cool twist. It's not like it's a new theory, as it were. Yes, yeah. I gave them too much respect. Yeah. I think we might clip that rant out because it's an epic rant by Christian, which he usually does. But title like Shanks is not evil or something, and have that. I don't know. People might view it. Rush trying to do shit. Eh. Probably gonna go another 5 or 10 minutes, guys. If you want to ask your last questions, I'm gonna get work. Gotta get into work. I might. I'll think about a schedule. I might do it like. What's a good time? Thursday morning before the spoilers come out, so no one's spoiled or no one knows what's going on. Which is, I think that's probably the best place to do it. And I'll fix technical issues so we can have people on the stream. That'd be nice. You dragging Luffy's mother? Hey, mate, with Ivankov, anything's possible. But I doubt it. This is the thing with, like, I've said this before, but Oda's gay characters are very telegraphed. You don't have to guess. I would say after you drop your video before the new chapter comes up. Yeah. Wednesday, Thursday morning. Definitely. I don't know. I feel like if I do it Wednesday morning, no one's gonna watch the podcast. They'll just watch the stream. I want to give time for people to view the podcast and then come in Thursday morning, talk about the week. Yeah. Always try to like improve. That's just what's up. So yeah. Question, yes. Brandon, ask the question. Do you see the events from the previous chapters unfolding further, or do we see a new mystery? Well, Oda's put 2 mysteries in this arc. Maybe 3 if you include Dragon. So, if he wants this arc to end in 10 or 12 chapters, I think that's enough mysteries for now. So, we might see I don't know. It's either going to be Shanks or it's either going to be Reverie starts, something like that. It seems like the past 2 chapters leave it off with something new. Again, it just depends on how complex Oda wants to go. Whenever we see the Celestial Dragons do something fucked up, don't see Garp, Sengoku, or the Emeralds there, or what they're reaction to, because they know it's kind of people that, yeah, are working for. This is the thing, like, we saw Garp's reaction to Celestial Dragons when Stelly wanted to be a Celestial Dragon. He said those scumbags. So, he doesn't like them. We know that Akainu doesn't like him. Doesn't like the Gorosei either. Going over him, talking about losing face and all that. I can't recall Sengoku's ideology on them. It basically what it comes down to is what Rob said. They're the gods that created the world, so they don't have any rules to them, and they are the ultimate power. So that's how it's going to be. Yeah. Well, we got a good guy on our side now. We got Moscard, so you shouldn't hate him. Didn't some messed up shit happen in Goa? Yep, sure did. But Stelly doesn't learn. Garp might know about it, but Garp, I guess all the world government have the same mentality, which is like either they love that they accept the Terabito exist and they have to follow their orders. They don't like they exist, but they they have to follow their orders. They're like, this is just how it is. And you got the ones like Rob Lucci, who's like kind of revels in the fact that they have ultimate power. Wait, what did they say? What is? Wait, did they say what it was? Um, what specifically are you talking about, Brad? Yeah, that's the thing with Rob Lucci. You knew his character in not Water 7, in NES Lobby when he's talking to Spandam, he says something like, as long as you have authority, I'll follow your orders. So it seems like he's like I said, I've said this before, he's just a weapon of the government. I think he kind of like is a character that loves putting his power against other people. Even if he has people above him, he likes to wield that power that they have. Zabo, Garp, Ace, Dragon, and Luffy. Um, yes, all of them are from Goa, said by Morgans, which confirms it. We assumed it, but it's confirmed. All right, guys. Final questions. I'll give you another 5 minutes. Dragon started. He didn't like Goa. Zabo's ship was destroyed. I'm assuming near Goa. Yeah, definitely. I think we'll see Dragon's flashback when he meets Garp. I like major plot happens in Goa that I don't know about. Goa seems to be one of those kingdoms where it's just like a standard kingdom. I don't know if anything major happened. Could be like Rox is from Goa or something, but I don't think Goa's special uh, in that regard. It's special in the way that that's where all the major characters are from. But yeah, too long of a chat. Well, hey man, send your questions into the to the podcast. We'll answer them. Answer, ask as many as you like. What do you think Joe Boy wants the Big Mom to be allied with the Straw Hats? Does he want there to be massive power because Big Mom is kind of young that keeps telling people? You talking about Joe the Boy the YouTuber or Joe Boy the character in the story? I'm gonna assume you're talking about the YouTuber. Um, it's an easy option for the Straw Hats to win against Kaido. That's probably why it kind of, I don't know, puts the pieces together in his mind. Um, Easier than saying Luffy has to fight both and how that plays out. I would name a few events people plan and announce around their childhood. Yeah. If Big Mom is there to nerf Kaido, it's gonna be bad. Braden, you have to accept now. Accept it that Kaido will be nerfed in some way. Luffy's not just gonna straight up fight him, because that's kind of boring. But Kaido will be nerfed. Because you have to have like other characters do stuff instead of fighting. Like other characters need to go get items that nerf Kaido or build relationships that nerf Kaido. Can't just be a straightforward turn up and fight him. Because I guess it's exciting, but it's kind of no plot there. But I don't. I'm pretty sure Kaido won't be killed. He might be, but because he wants death. He's a character that wants death, so maybe. I think people don't underestimate the difference between the immortality and invincible yet. Um, I don't know if he's invincible. Uh, he did get hurt from that drop. Not much, but he did get hurt. So we're gonna make this sake that kills Kaido. I doubt it. I think Kaido's mood swings will be part of his character, definitely, in the story. And people won't understand that, and then they'll be like, Kaido's writing's trash, it doesn't make sense, etc., which is their problem. We'll be here to right that wrong. All right, I'm going to go in a minute. So if you have any more questions, comment on the last podcast and we'll answer them in the next one. I'll probably do a stream Thursday morning. Thursday about Wednesday, Thursday about the same time. Probably Thursday instead of Friday. Yeah, he's suicidal, which is might be a point as well. Awesome stream, thanks, man.
Well, no, expect Vegeta syndrome.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, what Christian just said. Expect Vegeta syndrome, and if you don't know what Vegeta syndrome is, it's I want to fight you at your strongest possible. I want to fight you as strong as possible to test your strength, which is a theme in Shonen. So, anyway, guys, with that, I'll catch you later. We'll probably do this again Thursday morning next week. Look forward to the podcast. Comes out Wednesday morning. What else? I don't know. If you have if you have questions, just write them in the comment section below. Share the podcast. That's basically it. I'll catch you next time, guys. See ya.